Hi, welcome to the post-match review of match 27 of Pepsi IPL 2015 played between Kings 11 Punjab and Sunrisers Hyderabad played at Punjab Cricket Association Stadium in Chandigarh. This match was important for both the teams languishing low in the points table. Kings 11 Punjab and Sunrisers Hyderabad left out a big name each. Virendra Sehwag for Kings 11 and Dale Steyn for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sehwag has failed to fire this season with just 96 runs from 6 matches. Young Manan Vora came in for his first game of IPL 2015 replacing Sehwag. Sunrisers has not been having much problem with its openers. At least one of them, either Warner or Dhawan, always clicking. But their main problem was their not so powerful middle order. They brought in the all-rounder Moses Hendricks, which meant that either Steyn or Trent Boult had to go out. Since Steyn was a little expensive in his bowling in the past matches, he was left out, I think, and Boult retained his place. The greenish pitch in Mohali's first match of the season brought in recall for seam all-rounder Rishi Dhawan in Kings 11 Punjab in place of leg spinner Karanveer Singh. Sunrisers went in the similar way and they relied on Ashish Reddy and left out KL Rahul, who has not been able to push the scoring rate much when it mattered in the past matches, even though he had a strike rate of 108 in the season. The greenish pitch might have prompted George Bailey, the Kings 11 captain, to bowl first. Though Sunrisers lost Dhawan very early, Warner stayed on and scored an explosive 58, as is customary for him, in just 41 balls containing 10 fours and one top-edged 6 over the third man fence. That was not really an intended shot, I will say. 4 of Warner's 10 fours came in 1 over from Sandeep Sharma, who has been bowling very well this season, but in this match had a rare bad match in this match. Sunrisers hit the bullseye with both its team selection in batting and in bowling, I would say. Hendricks scored 30 of 32, while Ashish Reddy justified his selection with his quick 22 of just 8 balls. These two, together with Naman Oja, who scored 28 of 26 balls, gave Sunrisers somewhat fighting total, I would say, of 150. It's not a high scoring target. For Kings 11, apart from Sandeep Sharma and Mitchell Johnson also was expensive, as he has been this season. But he picked up 2 wickets as somewhat of as a compensation. Both Anurit and Akshar Patel bowled very well, their quota of 4 overs each, and they went for less than 30 runs in their overs. So, and also they picked up 3 wickets. Scores of 180 and 190 were not defendable at the beginning of this tournament. However, in the past few matches, maybe due to the season changing or due to pitches wearing out, even small totals have become defendable for teams fielding second. In fact, in the last 2 days, in the match weekend actually, 2 sides were not even able to score 100 runs batting second. You know, one got out in 99 and another one in 95. If this trend of defendable low scores are continuing, I think we may see a preference from captains to bat first if they win the toss, unlike now when they are putting the opponent team in. Chasing a score of 150 should not have been difficult for Kings 11. They had in form Murali Vijay, David Miller, Sean Marsh, all these people, but they had left out Sehwag, who can be sometimes very good batsman. Manan Vora and Sean Marsh both unfortunately failed for Kings 11 in this match, and Murali Vijay also got out cheaply, run out. So George Bailey, David Miller and Saha tried some, but against good bowling from Sunrisers, from Boult, they couldn't do much. Actually, the late fight from Wriddhiman Saha and Akshar Patel might have given some respectability to the score of Kings XI Punjab is what I think. Miller and Bailey, if they stayed for long, they could have probably helped Kings XI to chase down this 150 run score, but they couldn't. So ultimately, when Saha and Akshar Patel were playing, the required rate had gone up to 2 runs or 2.5 runs per ball, which is very difficult to get, especially when you lost too many wickets. So by over number 18, the match was already lost by Kings XI, though the actual formalities had to conclude only by 20th over. By then, Kings XI had lost 9 wickets, and finally Sunrisers deservingly won the match by 20 runs. It's a very good margin, I would say, in a low scoring game. Do come back to hear my pre and post match analysis of match number 28 between the table toppers Chennai Super Kings and contenders Kolkata Knight Riders on Tuesday. If you like what I am doing, please share this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel.